Hi guys, welcome to this video on 8 months to the CAT exam. So as of today we've got exactly 8 months remaining for the CAT exam, and trust me, that's enough time to prepare for that. Fine. So that's something which is coming in the mind. Do I have enough time, or will I be able to cope up with everything? So answer is yes. So in this video I'm going to cover up the strategy part, how to prepare for the exam, and how to manage along with your other activities like work experience and all. Yeah. So first of all, a lot of things have to be done in that period. So you have to go through 15 full-length CAT papers, strategy videos. That's a IIMking program in case you plan to join us. So you got 100 quant videos, logic test, verbal test, DI logic, subjective test, sectional test, and last year actual papers. So a lot of stuff have to be done in the next 8 months. So unless you have a plan, unless you strategize them into an order, it will be a chaos. Yep. So the end of this video is to put everything into order. So best way to do that is to put everything into phase. So what we do at IIMking, we have divided the preparation into 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Alright, so now I'll explain the phases one by one. So how the phase system works, that's the best way to prepare. Because you are going to study for the next 1 year. Last exam which is going to happen for CET is going to be in March, and then GDPI is going to continue till March, April, May. So till May next year, almost in 14 months from today, you're going to study for that long. And that's not easy to study for 14 months. Because being an Indian student, we're not used to study that long. Fine. So for what we've done, we have divided the preparation into parts. Alright. For example, in this book's case, so phase 1 for you is doing the basics. So complete your basics in the first 3 months. Yep. Then we'll go to the CAT advanced level. Fine, with phase 2, that is for the next 5 months. And then after CAT, non-CAT exam. Yep, so that's what I believe in a 3-phase program. Fine, so now we'll talk about in detail what I mean to do or what you should be doing in that phase. So let's start with phase 1 first. So phase 1, this is your target. You have to complete the basics. Even though you might have taken CAT last year, fine, or last couple of years, but still you need to improve your basics. Fine. So first phase is, let's talk about the basics. Fine, so if you have CET orange books, you have to complete the orange books in next 3 months. So phase 1 will be there for the next 3 months. That is, if I'm talking about month-wise month, so that is April, May, June. So you should be done with the basics. Fine. Books. And if you're attending our lectures, all the basic lectures should be done. Basics should be done in 3 months. Fine. For example, even if I open up maths ka book today, I still find new formulas, new theorems which are not seen earlier. So there's always a learning curve. So even if you have taken exam last year, please do revisit your maths book. You will, trust me, find lot of things which are new. And start taking tests. I mean topic wise tests. I don't recommend mocks to start with the mocks that early. But yeah, starting with the test. So first mock which I wanted to take will be on end of May mid. So that is from around 45 days from today. So I consider mock to be a kick. लात पड़ेगी तो इसी बहाने तुम पढ़ोगे. Fine. So mock will be the first kick. Don't take a kick right now. It's too early to have a kick. Yeah, but we'll do that. So what I mean by test is a topic wise test. Fine. Geometry, number, जो topic आपने किया उसका test देते जाओ. ठीक है. So basics, books and test, that is what you have to cover in the next 3 months. ठीक है. So that's what we are done with the basics. So at IIMking we call them the yellow phase with the yellow books. Fine. So then we'll move to the phase 2. So we are April, May, June. So first target is to complete your basics by June 30. Target number 1. Then once we move to the phase 2, so what we are going to do in the phase 2, once we're done with the basics, we'll move to the advanced level. So we are going to start with the new phase, which is the green phase, and we have to work on the shortcuts. Trust me, being a engineer, you might be very good in maths, but you still need speed. Fine. Engineering में exam में we have to do 6 questions in 3 hours का time. Here we have to solve 100 questions in 3 hours. ठीक. The speed have to be jacked up. So that's what we talk about shortcuts. So if you're joining our online program, I'm covering up the shortcut at the basic level in starting and at advanced level in shortcuts. So basically same shortcut at an easy question and same question with the same shortcut with the CAT level question, advanced. This is the time we have to improve the weak area. So first phase will be used to identify the weak areas. For example, without knowing, how many of you know logs? Let's take the example logs. How many of you are comfortable with logs? Very few people. Now those who are not comfortable with logs, have you tried solving this? No. यार बिना ट्राई किए how can you claim the topic to be your weak area? So let's complete the basics. By the end of the basics, you will automatically would have identified your weak area. So for that, then we move to phase 2, improving the weak area. And third thing is strategy. Because this is the time when we start giving the mocks very frequently. So you need to have your strategy in place. Okay. So April, May, June is your phase 1. So July, August, September, October, November. Next 5 months. This year I'm expecting CAT to be on December 2nd. Okay, that's my expected date for the CAT exam. Okay, December 2nd को CAT exam लेगा. That's what I feel. Okay. So phase 1 is basics. Phase 2 is going to the advanced level. We'll be solving CAT ka papers, all those things, so that we are done with everything by December 2nd till CAT. CAT के बाद we look at the other exams, ZAT, IFT, all the exams. Okay. So because I personally don't believe in giving only one exam, so we'll be targeting all the 5 main exams: CAT, ZAT, NMAT, IFT, SNAP, and CET. Okay. If you have any questions regarding another exam, you can ping me in the comment box niche. I'll help you out with which exam to take, which not to take. Because there are some specific exam like TIS, which is only dedicated for HR. ठीक है, तो उसकी बातें बाद में करेंगे. But first focus should be on completing CAT on December 30, and then we look at the other exams. ठीक है, which is phase number 3. Then come the phase 4, which is GDPI, which we'll talk about in January, February, March, April. ठीक है. So phase 1 doing the basics. Phase 2 going to the advanced level for CAT. Phase 3 the non-CAT exams, ZAT, NMAT, others. And then phase 4 will be GDPI. That's the ideal way to plan. So now if you, for example, we at IIMking we are giving you 12 books. So 12 books एक साथ खोलोगे, you'll be gone, you'll be lost. Because 12 books solving is not easy at all. So let's break up into parts. ठीक है. So अभी के लिए CAT, other exams are very far away. The first focus should be on CAT. So let's not look at phase 3 right now. ठीक है. Because the major chunk of colleges are taking CAT course. ठीक है. So December 2nd अपना benchmark है to complete everything. But still, as of today, again, don't look at the CAT exam also. Your first target is to complete the basics. So your first target is to complete phase 1, that is your basics, complete the books, orange books, and take the test. April, May, June. Next 3 months, that is your target. और कुछ मत करो, बस ये करो. चलेगा? ठीक है. So in case you plan to join IIMking, we have divided the basics workshops into 4 parts: geometry, numbers, equations, arithmetic. These are the 4 pillars of geometry for maths. Fine. Each of the pillars is important, but yeah, geometry and arithmetic are the most important ones. ठीक है. Then we move to verbal ability, RC, grammar, vocabulary, and para-jumble, para-completion. 4 sections. And DILR 3 sections: critical reasoning, logical reasoning, and DI. ठीक है. So these things combined together form the basics of maths, verbal logic, everything. Okay, which you have to complete by June 30. Okay. So in case you are a IIMking student, basic workshop, all the videos are there in your login ID. So shortcut workshop for everything, of every topic of maths, verbal, of quant, grammar, verbal, DILR, but at the basic level, obviously. So once we are done with the basic workshops, then we move to the along with that topic wise test. Fine. So there is going to be a test. So there are 4 tests available, for 3 to 4 tests available for every section within maths, verbal, logic, all the things. ठीक है. So अभी के लिए पहला focus is going to be these 4 things: quant, RC, grammar, verbal, DILR. ठीक है. ये खत्म होने के बाद in phase 2 we'll go to subjective test, sectional test, mock test, and previous year paper. So that's the target for the next 5 months. ठीक है. So पहला 3 months this, next 5 months this. Total 8 months का breakup is 3 and 5. Alright. Fine. That's how there are sectional tests available for you people. I would love to talk about phase 2, but still we have time for that. So we'll talk about this later on, once we reach that time in June, July. So as of now, your target is very simple: June 30 to complete the basics. Fine. So I'll give you mock on June 30th. You should know how to solve every question in that mock. I'm not worried about your time, I'm not worried about your accuracy. At least you should know how to solve it. Itna kar do, I can promise you a good college. Complete your basics by June 30. I can promise you a good percentile so that we can 90 plus, so that we can join a good college. 90 to 99 जाना will be बात की बात. ठीक है. So by June 30, your percentile should touch 80 to 90. So then you are, yes, in sync with the IIMs का thing. Alright. ठीक है. So as of now, if you are non-working, non-college student, non-working, जो लोग घर बैठ के तैयारी कर रहे हैं, so you should be spending 2 hours every day, 2 to 4 hours. Don't overdo. Don't do 10 to 12 hours today because it will backfire. You will lose your motivation very soon. ठीक है. So 2 घंटा डालो, बहुत हो गया. 2 से 4 घंटा. Those of working, college student or working, you should spend 2 hours every day. ठीक है. And इसका breakup should be alternate. Fine. 1 day maths, 1 day verbal, 1 day maths, 1 day verbal, एक दिन छुट्टी. So out of 7 days, 6 days working, 1 day off. So working people in college student, you can't take a weekend off. The weekend you have to study, so you can take a weekday off. जिस दिन मैथ्स करने का मन नहीं है, I can do DI. जिस दिन लॉजिक वर्बल करने का मन नहीं है, I can do logic. Fine. So quant DI 1 day, verbal 1 day, alternate day. So if I'm giving 2 hours for that, so 2 hours में I can easily do 20 to 30 questions. That's your target for every day. ठीक है. What thing you can start is, you can start giving a test every day morning. Test मतलब छोटा test, 20 question, 15 question, 20 question, 30 questions. ठीक है. So the moment you give a test in the morning, see for the working people or college students, your college जाने का time, office जाने का time is fixed. But what time you will come back from work is not fixed at all. So morning, let's start getting up 1 hour early. 1 घंटे में test दिया. While going to college, while going to office, I can do the analysis and everything. Fine. That's trust me, a perfect strategy to start with. Full day you will be motivated. After coming from office, your energy is gone. You're giving your peak time to work. But if you start getting up early, you're giving your peak time to the studies. That's exactly what I want from you. 2 घंटा पढ़ो is more than sufficient. 2 hours of a working person or a college student is more than 4 hours of a non-working student. ठीक है. Why? Because college student पढ़ना चाहता है, उसके पास time नहीं है. ठीक है. Sorry, working and college student, they want to study for CAT but they don't get time. इधर इसके पास टाइम ही टाइम है, so will not respect time. He'll waste his time on Facebook, Google, movies and all the nonsense. ठीक है. So you have to spend 2 hours, and all the non-working people you have to spend 4 to 5 hours every day. Because unless score नहीं आया तो पूरी वाट लग जाएगी. ठीक है. So our target is going to be very simple. We have to target 99 percentile plus in the CAT exam. Alright. Alright, so if you have any query, you can ask in the comment box नीचे, or you can post your queries to me personally on facebook.com/ravgun, RAVGUN, and you should also join our Facebook group for CAT IIM Dream Team. So fb.com/group/IIM Dream Team, in which you can answer all your queries. Alright, all the best. Thank you.